Good morning, students. I hope in the last video you didn't face any problem, and the last video was the last class for the MySQL. So afterwards, the new chapter I am going to start today, which is Introduction to Computer Networks. So just before this chapter, this computer networking is chapter 9. Just before this chapter, chapter 8 is not included in the syllabus right now. After reduction of 30% syllabus, this chapter 8 is deducted. So I have started chapter 9, which is the introduction of computer networks. So from this very chapter, 7 marks questions will be asked, and this is very simple and all theoretical concept is there about the networking. So what internet is there, uses of internet, network devices, etc. This is very simple term, and because it is the theoretical one, so for the whole chapter I have designed the PDF, and in between I'll be sending the PDF to understand well about the introduction of computer networks. And in the video some points I'll discuss it, which is there in the PDF also. So it is my request that you please go through the PDF also when I'll upload in the Campus Care or when I'll give in the WhatsApp. So let us start the computer networking chapter, and under this chapter we have some very simple and important terminology that we should know. So first of all, we'll start with what is networking. So several devices connected with each other for communication and transfer of data, which constitute a network. Network not simply means that it is the connection of computers only. It is the connection of several computing devices also. When several computing devices connected with each other. What for? Why we will connect this? Because to share the or to communicate with each other and to transfer the data. To transfer the data, to transfer the information, to share the resources, to share the information. For these type of tasks, the computers will be connected with each other. So when the several devices connected with each other for communication as well as for data transfer, then it makes a network. So a network consists of a computer device, a printer, a camera, a cell phone, etc. Nowadays without networking it is not possible to take the classes, so we have to understand well about the computer network, which you should know, because this is the very basic thing nowadays that you should understand about the networking and its purpose. So network not only consists of the computer, but at the same time it consists of printer, camera, cell phone, etc. Now only some devices are written, you can write more over here. Next is about the concept of this network and how the network forms. The definition of computer network is there, and which is very important thing. What do you mean by computer network? So a computer network is a collection of interconnected computers. Interconnected computers collection. When several computers are connected with each other, then it forms a network. So this collection of smaller network or the bigger networks makes the computer network. So computer network is the collection of interconnected computer so as to exchange the information or share the resources. Interconnected means to connect with each other. What for? To share the information, to exchange the information, as well as to share the resources. So this is the definition of the computer network. You are not supposed to write while watching the video all these terms, because when I will provide the PDF, that time you can note down in your copy for the 7 marks question in the board. Okay, let us see the another topic of the computer network, and it is the advantage of networking. So why we will connect the computer with each other, why the interconnection of computers we will be doing it for the networking, what is the use, what is the purpose, is there any advantages, is there any characteristics, what are the advantages? Let us see. So the first advantage is resource sharing. Resource sharing means the printers, the scanners, etc. will be shared among the computers when the computers are connected with each other. Okay. Then second one is the improved communication. Improving the communication means the messages can be sent very fast by the help of networking. You can email to any person and the email will be reached to the destination in a fraction of second, etc. You can write under this very point. Then reduced communication cost. Reduced communication cost means when the computers are connected with each other, then the information sharing, the resources sharing, interaction between one person to another person is possible, and finally it reduces the cost of the communication. Reliability of data. The data whichever you will be sent to the other person, it will be reliable. There is no any destruction of the data. You can easily trust whatever you will get it. There is no any means the reliability of data is possible through the networking. The central storage of the data, because the client and server concept is there in the networking, so all the data are stored into the server, and the client or the host can share the information through this very server. So the points is written here and the explanation is given in the book. You can go through the book. So this is very important topic. If 2 marks questions will be asked, then 4 points you have to write and you need to explain it. Okay, so this is the advantage of the networking. Because the advantage is there, so maybe there will be the disadvantage too. So yes, the networking is having the disadvantages also. Let us see the disadvantages. First disadvantage is lacks independence, because all the clients and hosts totally depend upon the server data. So it is each host or each client is not independent with each other. They are fully dependent on the server. That is why the first point is lacks independence. Second point is security difficulties, because the computers when they're connected with each other, there is a chance of hacking the data. So the when the security concern is there, security does not provide fully in the networking. Lacks robustness. Lacks robustness means when the computer when the server will be some problem, or when the server will break down, then all other clients, all other hosts are not able to interact with each other. Fourth one is more presence of virus and malware. This is a very important topic of networking, because virus and malware attacked in the system with networking. So viruses, malware, adware, many things nowadays are entering into the system, and these all destruct our data. This all the data, important data gets deleted with the help of viruses or the malware. So when these are the disadvantages. Okay, it requires an extensive setup. Requires an extensive setup means when you will connect, when you will use the networking, then very first time you have to invest a lot. Like you have to invest modem, you have to invest the network devices, you have to purchase the, you have to take the finally whenever you will in the initial stage, a lot of cost is required to set up the networking, and later on you will be getting benefited, but initially it requires a huge amount to be invest. That so these all 5 points are the disadvantages of the networking. Points are written, you have to explain it yourself. Now the next topic is the major components of computer networks. What are the different components which forms the network? So these major components of the computer networks can be known as the major means the important terminology that we use in the computer network. 1 mark or 2 marks questions will be asked from that what are the major components of computer network, direct questions, or the whatever the components are there for the short notes it can be asked. The first component is host, nodes or workstation. Host sometimes known as nodes, host also termed as the workstations. So what do you mean by workstation? What is host? 1 mark questions can be asked from this. This is the component of the computer network. So it is the computer, host is the computer that are attached to a network and seeking to share the resources. When your laptop or your desktop is not connected with the internet, then it is simply a desktop or a laptop. But when you will connect your computer or your laptop to a network, then it is known as the host or the nodes. Your computer becomes the nodes, your computer becomes the host or the workstation, because now when the computer is attached to a network, it is used to share the information or the resources. Okay, so next up is the server. As you all are aware that it is a computer that facilitates the sharing of data, software and hardware resources on the network. Server is the main system and all the clients are connected with the server, and the server is the machine which serves the request made by the client. Client is a machine which requests anything from the server, and server is the system which serves the request made by the client. So next one is the client. Client is a computer hardware device or a host computer. This client, host, nodes or workstation can also be termed as the client machine. So a client is a computer which or the host computer that requests for some services from a server. Whatever services requires by this client is requested from the server only, and server serves the request made by the client. So this is the different theoretical concept we should know about it. Next component is the network interface card. The network interface card is very much essential to form a networks, because it is the card which is attached to a host. In the host system or the client or the workstation, this network card is attached. Why? What is the use? So as to establish the network connection. So as to establish the network connection between the server and the client. Server and client will be communicate with each other, interact with each other by the help of this network interface card. In short, it is NIC or NIU, network interface unit. Okay. Next is the communication channel. Communication channel means when you will connect the network, okay, when you will connect or when your system is attached with a network, then it needs any physical medium through which it communicate they communicate with each other. So the host in a network interact with other hosts and server through the communication medium. Host in a network interact with other hosts or interact with other server, or you can say the client and server interact with each other by the help of the communication medium, and this communication medium can be wired or wireless. Wired or wireless means when there is any physical medium for the communication between the client and between the server, then it is known as the wired medium. And when there is no any physical medium to communicate with the client and the server, then it is known as wireless medium. So what are the physical medium, what are the media which is used as a wired media. This is the important one. So wired media are twisted pair cables, coaxial cables, fiber optic cables, etc. This is the name of the cables which is used to in the networking to connect the computer with each other. If the computer is connected with any physical medium, these only wires are used. The name of the wires: twisted pair, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, where the fiber, nowadays fiber optic cables are used for many purposes, and this twisted pair cable is, earlier it is used. Okay. And coaxial cable nowadays also to in a TV cable network, this coaxial cables are used. And for the fiber optic cable, this is the cheaper one, twisted pair cable, and this fiber optic cables cheaper, as well as the transmission of data is very slow in twisted pair, but fiber optic cables very fast in communication, as well as it is not cheaper. It is used to when there is no any to save the money. If you want to use, then twisted pair cable will be used, and this fiber optic cables rate is very high. So this is, but at the same time the communication of data is very fast in fiber optic cables. So this is the communication media, communication channel it can be known as. Second type of communication channel is wireless. So what are the wireless communications? Nowadays wireless technology is there. So in wireless communications, the different media are microwaves, radio waves, infrared waves, laser, and satellites. This satellite is very much important, and the satellite is very much used nowadays for the wireless communication. Okay. And the next one is the software. What is software? Software comprises of the network protocols, network operating system, etc. Network protocols means the protocol, you are already aware that it is a set of rules. Some set of rules should be followed to communicate with each other in a networking, and this set of rules is known as only the protocols. Many protocols you are knowing, like HTTP, FTP, SMTP. So these are the TCP IP, very important in the networking. TCP IP, TCP, transmission control protocol, internet protocol, is very important protocol which is used in the networking. So what are the protocol? Protocols are the set of rules. Sometimes the question may be asked, the different types of protocols. What are the different types of protocols used in the networking? Name them. Or what do you understand about the protocols? Give the example. Or some protocols names will be given. You have to write the abbreviation for that. So the network operating system as well as the network protocols makes the software of the computer networking. So the protocols you are knowing, it is a pre-decided set of rules. Pre-decided set of rules using which all devices interact with one another. The devices when communicate with each other, then these protocols helps a lot. SMTP, you have already heard about the SMTP, or in the junior classes you have learnt about this. In SMTP, that simple mail transfer protocol, it is basically used to transfer the mail. Then FTP, file transfer protocol, basically used to transfer the file. Then HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. So these are the different names of the protocols, and protocol is nothing but it is a set of rules through which all the devices means all the clients, the server, will interact with one another. So these were the different components of the networking. Okay. So this only I wanted to tell you in the class, and whatever I had shown you in the video, whatever I have told in the video, all the things will be available in the form of PDF. Mean the whole chapter computer networking, as well as afterwards the another chapter is there, like introduction to internet and web and the societal impacts. All the other rest two chapters PDF will be PDF I will be shared in the campus care, and you have to go through the PDF to learn from PDF. You will be getting the PDF, so and from that PDF you make a note, because at the time of examinations you will not go through the PDF, but you will see it from the notes only. Okay, so you just revise the topic whatever I have told, and at the same time you look at your book also and go through the lines whichever is mentioned in the book. And 7 marks questions will be asked, and what type of marks is asked, what type of questions will ask, you can see in your book also. So this is for today. Next class I will be showing you more about that, and I'll try to finish this computer networking chapter in the next class. Let us see it will be finished or not. So you just take care of yourself, and please watch the video till end, okay, and revise it properly. Thank you. Have a nice day.